All right, maybe I'll just face you while we're
Okay.
talking, because otherwise I feel really weird.
No, that totally works.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. First off, state your name and then title of your class.
Okay, I'm Mr. Pusch, and the title of the class is AP Physics C.
Thanks. First question: what is the format/agenda of a typical class?
So a typical class will be, the majority of the classes are sort of a lecture type of thing. Um, I'll teach people new information, and then usually it's kind of an interactive thing, so the students will ask questions while I'm going along, and it's not a big deal. The setting um, is usually pretty small class format, so people feel pretty free to talk freely back and forth. Yeah.
How much is the homework load in a typical week?
That's a great question. And honestly, I feel like a student would be a better person to ask than me. Um, I think what they would tell you is that um, it's probably intense for a week, and then uh, maybe not so much after that. I used to teach this class where I would just give everyone all the assignments at the beginning and then just say, do them as we go along. But now I still turn them all on in the beginning so that people can do them when they get to them. But um, uh, I pace the students now. So after we learn a particular topic, I say, well, now you can do this assignment. Now you can do this one. So I still allow people the freedom to do it whenever up to a deadline, but I pace them so that they don't get themselves into trouble like the night before it's due or something like that. Yeah.
Cool. What is the format for academic achievements?
So all of the quizzes and tests are based on um, past AP exams. So all the questions are set up that way. And in terms of the grading, the grading is basically I map like a 5 to an A and a 4 to a B plus and a A minus and so on. And so however the percentage works out for getting a 5 on the AP exam, that's the percentage you need on the quiz or test to get an A in the class. So, in general, if you do the work, you're going to do pretty well overall. So, and I'm going to walk back to the previous question because I don't think I answered it completely.
Yeah.
In terms of the homework load. So, like I said, 1 week will be on, and then the next week or two there really won't be so much homework, and so the students will spend the rest of that time working on the lab write up, doing a lab and then a write up for that, which we do in groups, so it's not all on one person, on an individual, I should say, and then also just studying for the quizzes and the tests.
Nice. And then final question: what type of student would you recommend to take this class?
Right. So in the past, I used to just pitch it to people who wanted to be physics majors and engineering majors. But I'm finding out, and this is through my personal experience, my children are biology majors, and they have had to take physics in college. And it reminds me of a late night text I got from my son a few semesters ago where the only words were, I should have taken AP Physics in high school. And so I'm kind of pitching it now to anyone who is a science major. You're going to have I know it's, the class's reputation for being difficult is fair. I think most of the students will tell you it's not a lot of work, but it is hard to understand, and that's fair. But I think I'll be able to provide much more support than what you'll be able to get in college. So I pretty much recommend any science major to take it honestly, with the goal of, if not getting it out of your requirements for college, at least you'll be prepared better when you get to college, so that it'll be much easier for you than it would be if you went in cold turkey.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.